in the truest sense of the word. He's an internet star,
Okay.
right? Corey Holcomb is a real internet star can have 100,000 viewers, million subscribers, and all this type of shit, right?
And still be broke.
Maybe he got money, but that's not the thing that I will focus on.
Okay.
Can you invite a hundred? Can will 100 people pay to see you perform live?
Okay.
100. I'm just saying 100. A hundred. If
Hmm.
you can get 100 people to go to fucking Ticketmaster and buy tickets to see you, you're famous.
Yeah.
You're that nigga.
I
A
feel
hundred people.
you're him.
If you
You're him.
can do that, you're Timothy Jones.
Yeah. You're Timothy Jones. Yep.
Corey Holcomb can do that. Anton Daniels cannot do that. That's how I'm rating this shit. And
Okay.
if you see that, and if you jealous of it, it's bringing out your narcissistic tendencies because it is what it is. If you wanted to create an audience that's terrestrial, you gotta kind of put your foot in the sand and do that. But if you can't do that, then it's okay. But
Hmm.
a nigga like Corey Holcomb, he can basically go to any city in the country and generate 100 people to pay money
Just to see him.
just to see him. I've seen a Corey Holcomb show. This is not no shade. It's not that funny, but But I respect it because I understand. I understand the hustle.
Hmm.
The hustle is being a beautiful person. Corey Holcomb, no homo. I'm secure my manhood. Up in person, I seen his live show. Nobody ever said this before. Corey Holcomb is like he's beautiful, bro. To like something about him, bro. It's like, god damn, this I sound gay as hell. Pause. It's just the truth, though. I love my wife, and I don't get into none of the backdoory shit. This
Hmm.
nigga got a twink. The way he talk about bitches and shit. You ever hear Corey Holcomb be a womanizer?
Oh, he's top notch.
Because that's how that he got some voodoo with his eyes, nigga. This I ain't never seen a nigga got a twinkle in his eye, bro.
Hmm.
I told my wife this shit before. This nigga's I went to the show. This nigga for an hour was like, man, these bitches ain't shit. Motherfuckers be like laughing. Man, I just dropped the bitch off at the store last night. The bitch wanted, I gave her $40. I fucked the bitch. Nigga just started laughing. I'm like, dog, this is some crazy ass shit.
And it makes sense though, because if you think about it from just the standpoint of the things that he says, right? And the crowd be going crazy. Like to an unassuming ear, right? He might sound like super provocative and way over the top and um very um chaotic, right? Like he comes across like anything goes. But at the
Mhm.
same time, you have to understand the level of people that follow him and the level of people that appreciate his style of comedy.
Mhm.
It's totally different. Everybody can't get up on stage and say the shit that he said.
Mm-mm.
They just can't.
Mm-mm.
Niggas will be canceled by tomorrow. Like before the show is over, niggas will be canceled. And
Mm-mm.
this is a nigga that turns Me Too upside down, right?
Mm-mm.
Like Me Too shit, like it just doesn't apply to everybody, right? He's one of those niggas who it doesn't apply to.
This nigga talk shit about his own daughter. People forget about that.
Facts. His own baby mothers. Yep.
His own kids, his own baby bobs. This nigga will scorch earth his own life.
Yeah,
So,
growing up, we call that the squad I came up under was ABG. Means anybody
mhm,
get it. Like he is an equal opportunity smoke giver. Like he
mhm.
don't care.
So the question is, did Anton know what was coming? I think that his narcissism wouldn't allow him to see it because when you a narcissist, you need narcissistic supply. Okay, so how does he get here? Does he get here because Corey Holcomb really wants him on this show, or did he send a $500 cash app to Corey and basically beg to be on the show, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because the concept of narcissism is that they need narcissistic supply. In the case of Anton, what is narcissistic supply? It's going live Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday.
Having three different channels and going live 5 to 7 times a week, basically
Mhm.
like a news production.
What is that to a human being, though? I understand a news production. I get a news production,
Hmm.
but from my perspective, a person, right? He started to pivot from Anton Daniels. He changed it to Room 9
Hmm.
after he did an interview with Gilbert Arenas, where Gilbert Arenas was going through his federal case, and it was Gil's Arena.
Hmm.
Then Gil's Arena got changed to the Arena, but during this time, Anton had interviewed him,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Man, that's your name," and this, that, and the third. And Gilbert Arena was basically telling him, like, "Man, fuck the name. The name is going to brand it in all types of ways that it don't need to be branded." So at this the same exact time, Gilbert's Arena was changed to the Arena, and
Hmm.
Anton Daniels After Hours was changed to Room 9.
Hmm. So he clearly borrowed the concept from what he was dealing with at that current time.
Yeah, like he was I
Learning more ways to monopolize self.
or just trying to diversify his brand outside of it being just him, like being maybe like a viable news corporation, but a lot of it is hard for it to exist as such when the person involved is a narcissist, because the narcissist is going to want to breathe in every area of the thing. And
Hmm.
when it's not there, it's not going to hit the same way because the content isn't necessarily to educate, to entertain, or to even be gratifying to the listener. The content is to satisfy the person that's producing it.
Mm.
So therefore, a person could watch it and like, this is not entertaining. This ain't really engaging. It's just gratifying to somebody's ego.
Yeah,
So
it's
you build a narrative. You build a narrative and you understand the narrative because you can see it playing out from multiple angles. But go ahead.
no. I was going to say it's a prop up. So it's not necessarily about the content itself. It's more so about the availability of it and the opportunity to create it. And
Mhm,
it's not coming from a space of intentionality. It's coming from an ego maniac space.
mhm. And it's dangerous because subscribers and viewers are symbols for people.
Yes, yes,
They're
yes.
not actually people in a sense of, man, I gotta listen to this goddamn podcast tonight. So I gotta get in my car, put on my best clothes, take
Hmm.
a shower, drive downtown to the House of Blues or to the comedy shop and pay my hard earned money to listen to this damn podcast. The podcast convenient as hell. I don't have to pay no money. I don't have to do nothing. Or I could even be a bot. Or I
Mm.
posted a video yesterday
Uh-huh.
and it was a section on my YouTube that said promote.
Okay.
So what if I just hit the promote button and I pay 2,000 promote this motherfucker YouTube?
Just
So now I got 20,000 subscribers and
yeah.
15,000 chatters and everybody is engaging and I'm posting 3 times a day and really for what? You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so this is the internet. So
You went out. I can't hear you. Your volume went out.
you can hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
I said this is the internet, so this is a good place to sell, to market, to do all of these types of things. But it's also a good place for narcissists to set traps, right? So this is a long form
This is a narcissistic
ended.
love playground right here. The
Yeah,
internet is a narcissistic love playground. But
yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Nah, but you right and exact because it's like the internet is a place where a narcissist can just kind of just exist in a space where you are this character that you create and it's really you and it's really who you think you are. It's a part of your personality. It's like it just is full embodiment because you do it every day, multiple times a day on multiple platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you want to transfer your avatar that you made in The Sims into real life.
Not The Sims.
Yeah, so you create a character in NBA 2K and
Uh-huh.
you say, all right, I want to put this motherfucker that I made as a generated player versus LeBron because the nigga that I created got 99s all over,
All over.
right? Got all of the badges, all of the hot zones. I'm really that nigga because the internet says I'm that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have, and I'm getting 6 figures a month on a slow month.
On a slow month. On a slow month. Yeah. So it's like I have the evidence to support the reasoning for my activity. And because the evidence is my bottom line, right? The evidence is connected to my bottom line, and my bottom line is connected to the amount of revenue I'm able to generate. And that revenue basically determines the level of class that I sit in. So because
Let
I'm,
me strengthen the metaphor.
yeah,
My
because,
my Sims player, I play him on Twitch and I'm monetizing from him. But go
mhm.
ahead.
No, I was going to say that, but because my monetization is in flux, right? And because
Mhm.
I'm able to generate more revenue, more so than the average creator, right? That gives me carte blanche, right? Like I get to do what I want to do with this space, specifically because I'm successful within it.
Yeah. And it gives you not even so maybe you can do whatever you can do on Sims.
Mhm.
Maybe in NBA 2K you can win every championship every year. You're the GOAT in The Sims.
Yeah,
But it will never, ever, ever transfer to real life.
no, no,
There's nothing that you can do online. You can't go online, create a persona, and then export it
hmm
to reality.
yeah.
What
I guess,
sometimes people see and get kind of confused is when some people are able to import a a a dope persona and and create an online personality through who they actually are. So therefore, it'll be like most people. will say, I like Corey Holcomb online, but I also went to his show.
Yeah.
Like you, in every major city, Corey Holcomb his ass have been there.
Yeah.
Whether you win or not, he have been a tour. It's not a city in America that Corey Holcomb haven't been to and
Hmm.
toured.
Hmm.
That is highly respectable and highly hard. It's hard to be successful online, but it's a way to manipulate it to a way that if you manipulate it and you're good at manipulating, it's easy to then inflate your ego on how you manipulating the online shit to where you can start to feel like it's a good correlation,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
but
You
you lose in touch with reality.
you
That's
actually
where the narcissism come in. But my bad.
starting to no, you good. You actually starting to drink your own Kool-Aid is what you're describing.
Yeah, you started to actually think that your NBA 2K player is like real.
Yeah, so basically Anton thinks he can upload his archetype to the system and it won't make no difference, right? Like
Right.
he could just stay in flux with what he's doing because he could just
Uh,
transfer this archetype system from this system to the next system and it won't make no difference because he's the same person in both places. I think
mm,
the best way to describe that is you could be internet famous and
mm,
so-called internet respected and someone
mm.
still punch you in your face in the streets.
Exactly. And you can be internet famous and nobody has to give a fuck.
Yeah, nobody's gonna bat an eye. Like niggas is not gonna roll out the red carpet because they know you coming.
Yeah, that's just cool. Like it's cool to be, and there's no shade to it or nothing. It's just like we still have a different way of the world. And you could be successful in the real world for real. And guess what? You know how many motherfuckers got it going? You don't give a fuck about.
You don't care
You
about.
don't give a shit about, but
Remember
they got it.
You don't remember the last time you thought about this nigga? You like the fuck? Like I forgot that nigga was still alive. Like yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of those niggas out there. It's almost like what you're describing. What up, Breeze? It's almost like what you're describing is an episode from Black Mirror, right? Where
What
like
up? What up?
Mhm,
you remember that Black Mirror episode where the chick was so enamored with all of the likes, and because she had the likes, she thought she was the shit. But when she stopped getting the likes, she didn't think she was that shit so much. Like
mhm,
it's almost like that where you transfer the attention to mean validity for your personality, for your person, for self, where
mhm,
the attention or the acknowledgement is the fuel that creates the so-called proverbial internet monster.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's a wild way to live, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about this particular energy on the planet is that whatever technology has done, it made it so people is unable to learn and unable to understand and overstand when they like going down
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
dark tunnel or a dark road. It's almost as if,
So it's the recognition of it. Then.
yeah, it's almost like a gravitational pull to pull them to like crash out so then they can have a reflective moment or a come to Jesus moment. So it's a lot of shit that this dude was saying in this podcast with Isolated is like completely wild
Let's
and
break it down.
completely unexamined.
Let's
People
break.
who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh my God, not the full thing.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey,
Yes,
we
he is.
expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
My man, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey man, let me tell you something.
So before he introduces himself, he letting the audience know I was on time, by the way,
Twice. He said it twice.
twice. Yeah, like he kind of like setting the table off to where it's like what's my question is to y'all? What's the point of not being humble when you being introduced? Is that kind of is it weird or not? To like, what's the point of before you even introduce it, you letting people know that you can battle?
I'm gonna let Breeze
Here.
answer that one.
Because people need to see a clash like
It to me, it's almost like, do I want to be Birdman at the Breakfast Club, or do I want to, you know what I mean? Be like, thank you for that wonderful intro,
Oh,
man.
you talk
You
about
know what I
put some
mean?
respect on my name. That's what you
Yeah,
talking
Mhm,
about. Okay.
yeah. Basically, basically that. But
mhm,
yeah, but to your point, whenever somebody, whether it's on like, it don't matter what it is. When they introducing somebody, that person is sitting there smiling. You know what I mean? They happy to be there and stuff like that. Now I could see
mhm.
if Daniels was a comedian too. You get what I'm saying? And he was joking and stuff like that. But it seemed like he chose the Birdman route.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But he ain't letting his nuts hang like Birdman did, because Birdman just got up and
No,
left.
Mm-hmm.
no, he going to prolong like he scorched the earth, but he kind of stayed around. Like I ain't even. I'm immune to fire for real. Fire don't even really burn me. That's why I can burn you. Like it's like yo, like you
Scorch the
gotta
earth and
actually
staying
figure
around
it
is
out
crazy. Scorch the earth and
because
staying around is crazy. That's
you don't know how this interview go if he don't start. This is how he starts off the interview.
mm-hmm.
So if your narrative is like, yeah, we had talked about it and we said that we was going to argue before, so I knew that we was going. That only works. It works because you started the fire.
Yeah.
But it's
Hmm.
like I feel like since niggas is not even going to look at the full episode of what everybody is reacting to, what everybody is talking to, you're gonna miss out on the crucial clue to the whole entire episode.
Yeah.
Anton didn't even give a fuck to be there. So this is another example of my NBA 2K player is 99
Mhm.
overall. I'm killing shit on the black top. Let me go 1-on-1 versus LeBron. The problem is that's not even a concept. Do you understand what I'm trying to?
Yeah.
Do you understand that analogy?
That's like a nigga
Yeah,
that took his NBA player and thinks his NBA player could actually make it in the NBA.
or having a bunch of
But
Monopoly money.
that nigga's not even real in the 3D reality. That's what
At
makes it
all. At all.
insane, right? That's what makes it crazy. It's not even a human being. So your success is not. You can't really quantify internet success.
I can connect this to the movie Tron, where old boy figured out that he could go from sentience to biology. So
Mm,
they transferred the game player to the physical realm, and he couldn't understand how his body was going to turn from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. But once he got there, he thought that everything that he created in the spiritual realm was supposed to follow him, and it didn't.
mm-mm.
It doesn't. It doesn't translate, right? So I
I
think
know that, but I'm saying
Your chat
that's the
stay tough.
Who
I know.
cares?
everything or metaphor is that which you see and think of for yourself is not necessarily what actually is or what others see you as.
And the reason why you should be able to understand this, and this is why you should be able to be able to like say for instance, you done made it this far as a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to just be humble in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have built a house on every block in Detroit.
Yeah.
It still is not. That's like a motherfucker going to Michael Jackson because he is a motherfucking he owned a cereal company or something and he a fucking millionaire and he like fuck you Michael Jackson, I'm rich as hell. Like all
Mm-hmm.
right, But that's still Michael Jackson. And I'm not comparing. Well, I am comparing Corey Holcomb to Michael Jackson in this example because a lot of shit that niggas actually do, niggas can't just replicate it. And nothing that we can do contrive to be like, all right, nigga, we gonna have devise a plan and we gonna have 100 people come and see us tell jokes. Like because we online. When
Mm-hmm.
this nigga been actually sacrificing his life to build up this motherfucking audience.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the part that's missed by someone like Anton. He thinks that the way he did it is the way everybody did it, or the way
Should do it.
the way that he did it is the way that everybody should do it.
Mhm.
Again, coming from that egomaniac space, nothing else matters but what I come up with, right? It's not what
Mhm.
you did because I didn't come up with that.
Mhm. And not even that, let me go ahead and devalue what you got going on.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't necessarily respect it neither.
Right.
Break down this video for us, big bro. Because you did a yo man's job last night. You went through this whole system.
Yeah,
And
I clipped this whole video into like bite-sized chunks. Some is shorter than others, and some is like, but none of them is over a minute. So
let's get to it.
it's easily digestible for people to kind of process the interview without actually. I mean, you can listen to the whole thing, but it's too quick too. You got to kind of wait a second. What did this nigga just say? Type shit. But here we go.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
Yo,
that.
yo, chat, yo, chat think they tough. I noticed
They
that.
think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We
You
seen
charging them up.
we seen
Uh-oh.
So this clip when he was on Illosophical podcast, he said that he don't care what people say, but then he goes on to say people in the chat was calling him gay before the thing had even started. So
Mhm.
I'm elucidating the what's really happening underground, right? Because the chat. So everybody is there. They watching the video, and everybody there is reading the chat. So Mika is there too, a
Mhm.
girl that he's trying to impress. That he
Mhm.
said 2 weeks ago, "Hey, you gonna be on the show," but she
Mhm.
not on the show. So she more or less just sit in front row reading the chat. And
Mhm.
the thing that's pissing Anton off is that everybody in the live chat is calling this nigga gay.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. So when you see this, this is from a person that don't care what nobody say, right?
So he says.
Now look at this reaction and tell me, is this a person that care what anybody say?
Well, I know
yo,
that.
yo, chat think they tough. I noticed
They
that.
think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We
You
seen
charging them up.
we seen
Uh-oh, here we
we
go.
seen
So everybody is more or less reacting to motherfuckers firing this nigga up because Corey Holcomb audience is aspiring comedians. Like
Mm,
They
yeah.
going, they going, they going to be on your motherfucking ass.
They
Man,
all hecklers.
pause.
They all hecklers.
Yes.
I know
So
how I got here.
Right.
I
thinking this
I
motherfucker
didn't
every
take
time I
the
motherfucking every time I try to upload a motherfucker, it's gonna switch my aspect ratio. I gotta figure out a way to upload the videos. But yeah, so once again, it's like this shit getting to him, but I gave everybody the background as to why it's getting to you because you feel like you're ready for it and you're not coming at this thing humble. And the irony of this thing is that Corey Holcomb is trying to teach this nigga because
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb is
I'm
older
giving,
than Anton.
I'm giving that nigga jewels.
He was trying to. But once again, some about this generation, man, they cannot receive information. So this is going to be a longer clip,
I don't
and
think a
I'll let it play.
maniac can receive information, but I digress.
Yeah, I don't. That's the issue. But I mean, that's probably we could get to the reason why, because really they're like a little heartbroken child
Hmm.
at the core, right? And that pain is so visceral and so loud, and they have never really processed it, and they just acted unconsciously at this particular point in time.
Male,
Uh,
I know how I got here. I
right.
was not. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people
They were
were
sold by
robbed.
Hmm.
Africans.
They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You said all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think they? What you think? White people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So all
They
the
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
okay. So you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people,
That's a real soft way to put it. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong, but he kind of wrong with the nuance.
No, he wrong because it's a logical fallacy. It's kind of like it's a. I'm gonna get the word for it in 1 second, but hold on, give me 1 second.
It's
Because
close to a false equivalency.
yeah, but it's like saying that Europeans did not demand slaves from
Yeah.
Portugal to Spain to France to Britain didn't have a demand for slaves and not these slaves, and then to say Africans sold Africans when Africa wasn't a concept during these particular times
No, that's
is
Africa.
intellectual shorthand, right?
Hmm.
The concept of look up any country. I dare you to look up any country and find me a country that was made before 1900.
Hmm.
I dare you to find me a country that was made in Africa before the 1900s. So in the 1500s and the 1600s, you don't have a concept of Africas and Africans selling and capturing slaves. And the one point that he's like can't be overstated enough. Slavery, amongst any other name, you still have a human identity. Chattel slavery
Yes.
of us in this country right now, what we still fighting for is an identity.
Hmm.
Chattel slavery takes away your identity and it makes you contraband. It makes you property.
Hmm.
That's what we're fighting for.
One fourth of a human being.
So yeah, I, I just feel like it's just intellectually dishonest to create a narrative, right? To say basically setting a narrative to say, black people ain't shit because in order for them to become slaves, they had to sell their own people or sell other Africans into slavery, as if to say that they captured all of these slaves and they was like going to England, going to France, and asking these motherfuckers, hey, do y'all want these slaves that we just captured?
Yeah.
Like that was the business model.
Yeah, we got extras.
Economics is supply and demand,
Yes,
right?
yes.
A huge, if you didn't have demand for a product, then that decreases the supply.
Then you wouldn't need slaves.
If niggas didn't need these goddamn iPhone 17s, they wouldn't be mining cobalt in the Congo.
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be a
Mhm.
7-year-old going 30 feet underground to get you some cobalt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nope. It wouldn't even
Yeah.
happen because the demand wasn't there. Because it was a point in time where the demand wasn't there and people wasn't actually doing it. So Yeah, just but I'm showing this because this part of the conversation is really framing the conflict. Because the conflict is white men being in the center of this whole entire argument.
Yeah, your inability to give them the credit that they deserve for their participation.
Exactly. Because you don't want any digital footprint of you talking bad about white men specifically.
Is
So when the concept of white men enslaving Africans, no, they was just capitalists. They was just taking advantage of a situation. Just listen to what this nigga is saying under this under the prospect of I cannot say nothing bad about white men. Just listen to it under that particular lens, okay?
I know how I got here. I
Right.
was not. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people
They were
were
sold by
robbed.
Africans.
They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You said all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think they? What you think? White people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So all the
They just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
okay. So you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even.
oh 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 yeah. Now it's starting to take shape. Now it's starting to take shape.
Yeah.
This is a diabolical man. That's all I have to say.
Mhm.
This man is diabolical, bro.
Black people, do
Like
you
a baby
claim?
with a knife.
Mhm.
So listen to this framing. Who would frame a conversation like
Who's my
this?
people?
Black people, do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
Black
that.
is a construct.
Man, as you can see, he on like character. He's in the character
Mhm.
Hmm.
because the way he kicking it, he kind of saying it like, "Yeah, nigga."
Yeah,
You
we
know what I mean?
we the same, but we ain't the same, nigga.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm more spiritual than you. You know what I mean?
Like, at
You want
what
somebody to
point is
show?
me having
Just
an
have a conversation.
intellectual debate with you, right? And then I'm gonna say, well, I'm a Christian. What does all of that mean as intellectual facts?
Nothing. It's a diversion.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly what
clear
it is.
diversion, right? Because if I get to insert this here, right, I can divert the conversation from the activity and the participation to morality. I can put myself
Right.
in moral space in this area, right? So I am the moral authority.
Yeah, so that's a logical fallacy, the appeal to authority and referencing to Christianity and to a concept of do you identify as a black man? As
Mhm,
if that negates your ethnicity or nationality
mhm.
in a world where black people have everything except that.
Accept that.
We, as black people, I guarantee you, you have heard black people talk about every single thing except nationality and what it means for us as a people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that means that we are colloquially, historically, a people with no nation. And you are going to tell me that you're a Christian before, at least if you tell me you're a black man, that gives me a chance to say we can be in solidarity as a nation, right? Why is that important? Because every human being have a nation.
But not only that, you give off the impression that um
Say
we
you a
are
black
like
man
we are
first.
like
I think
minds,
something wrong with that.
Black is a construct.
right? Like
My bad.
you give off the concept, you give off the idea that we are like people and we have a we have a point where we can both correlate to, right? Like we can all say that we are of this stock, as opposed to, well, I'm outside of that because I'm a Christian.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I'm outside of that because I'm a Christian. I'm above that because I'm a Christian. That's what that felt like to me when I heard it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm above that because I'm a Christian. So you might feel like you're a black man in a society where you are marginalized and held to unequal expectations. But I'm above that because I'm a Christian. That's the fucking white supremacy playbook right there.
Listen to how he elaborates
I want to
it.
say you're a black man first. I think something wrong with
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
that. Okay, well,
That's
brown.
why you start
Brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people.
So,
Why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black?
okay,
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
okay. Well,
That's another false equivalency, but go ahead.
But when did he say him calling himself black mean that we all fuck with each other?
Yeah.
Right.
You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like
Right.
all felines is felines, but yeah, tigers and lions really don't run with each other. But they
Yeah, like
still felines.
a domesticated cat not running around with a panther.
Yeah, but they
And
still got the
aren't
same.
Chinese people still Chinese people, even though they don't fuck with each other?
Like they
Yeah.
still Chinese people.
Yeah, yeah, they don't fuck with each other, but they still Chinese people is kind of the point here, guys. Like, what are we saying when we say all black people don't fuck with each other? Do all black people have to fuck with each other?
Yeah, like
Yeah, ain't nobody even say that, bruh.
most of
He
us
ain't even let
most of us
Corey
was
Holcomb
raised in
talk though.
tribe. Most of us was raised in tribes that didn't fuck with each other. Like that ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
That's essentially that's not a reasoning for your disposition claim. But go ahead, carry on.
Right.
say you're a black man first. I think something wrong with that.
Black is a
Hold on. Mm.
everything that you on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Where
I
am I racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But maybe
Absolutely.
you can show me something. I don't know.
We gonna
this
get
is
there.
why I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own like bubble.
No, no.
I don't
When
wanna...
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the
So now he calling him a racist because of him studying him, which is kind of like some wild shit to stay. I studied you, so I know you were racist, or I studied you, so I know you. And it's like you obviously didn't study him. If you look at the outcome of this situation, right? It's kind of like I'll say again, like a false equivalence of certain political facts of um, I know you're a racist because you don't agree with me. And it's like, I mean, any fool should know that black people can't be racist under the concept of structural racism. And
Hmm.
you don't got a job in Wynwood, Idaho as a fucking kitchen manager of a fucking you know what I'm saying? You know them
Hmm.
obscure ass jobs white people be having. You just go to a town and it's just a bunch of white people working and living. You know what I'm saying? They working at RL Incorporated. What y'all doing here? We kind of like make keyboard parts or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the water manager. I'm the water manager of the county. Like, okay, like y'all just made that job up, but all right. Yeah, I'm a DI inclusion officer now. The government, anytime the government open up job positions, niggas ain't the first in line for the motherfucking jobs.
At all. Not even close.
Not
And and and
even,
and
not
niggas
even
can't.
by a long shot.
But the bigger thing is niggas can't stop other people, other nationalities or ethnicities from getting resources.
Ever.
That's the crux of racism.
Yeah.
We ain't in no position to stop anybody from getting any type of benefits from the government, whether it's local or on a national scale, state level, county level.
Cause them
We
niggas in
ain't no position.
Chicago seen them Venezuelans come in there and get fucking $12,000 a month in food stamps,
Mhm.
luxury
Exactly.
hotel accommodations, and niggas couldn't
Meanwhile,
do a motherfucking thing. We could just
meanwhile, they
yell and
got your
scream.
auntie and your cousin waiting for those same stamps for fucking 9 months.
Yeah, cause she didn't fit the job qualification because she had a part time job at McDonald's. Now she made too much money, type shit. But
Mhm.
I'm saying like. And the reason why people want to come to America because Joe Biden was giving niggas debit cards and food stamp cards. That's why they wanted to come.
That's
Imagine that.
that's a fact.
It's a whole app that a nigga could log into and say, I'm from Venezuela. All right, here goes some racks. Get on your feet, big dog.
Mm-hmm. Come in swinging.
All right, man.
Everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Can we bring
A
up
lot
the
of things.
We
I
can talk about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation.
Hmm,
can we bring up the definition of racism real quick?
for sure.
Just so people can understand that this is not an opinionated situation here. Like this doesn't go based off of, oh, you made it now, so you know you don't experience no racism type shit.
Mhm. So, prejudice, discrimination, antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. So, that is why Black people cannot be racist? It's just a simple Google search. Are black people a minority in the U.S.? Black African Americans are the second largest racial ethnic minority population. So we cannot be a minority population and be racist, because you can only be a majority and be racist, because it's like it's a bunch of white people in this country. Percentage of white people in the US, 60%. Right? It was one point where it was 70% in 2002. And now it's 60%. So them niggas went down 10% in 20 years. They better start fucking. White people, y'all better start fucking. Okay? Off for OnlyFans.
The numbers is dwindling because y'all fucking too many niggas.
Hey, y'all it's the wrong hole. Wrong hole, fool.
Wrong hole, bitch.
I see drinking juice in the hood. Wrong hole, fool.
Wrong hole. Yo.
1 second.
But yeah, I just wanted to elucidate that little point
No.
right there before we start diving into this whole racism bag.
Fuck these niggas, man.
Because I think for a lot of people have lost the concept of the idea of the difference between racism and prejudice. I will tell you, everyone is prejudiced about something. Yeah, I don't like white rice, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody is prejudiced about something. But racist? No, that comes with legacy and majority.
Mm-hmm.
And yes,
it's just a simple concept. That's all it is. It's just a concept.
Yeah. Let's proceed.
On a lot of things, but I believe we can have a conversation like men. It's like a lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not.
And I have the hopes that I'm gonna get y'all.
So I'm just showing that point of this is where they're at in the argument. Corey still have hope that this thing could end in a positive way, because I think nobody is going to invite somebody on their show so that person can scorch their show. So he's hoping that they can reconcile, that they can have a positive exchange, and maybe hopefully help them, right? Give them some game, because LeBron James knows that you're not an actual NBA player. He knows you're an NBA 2K created avatar, hologram, right? And maybe you have the ability to become a real boy like Pinocchio, right? But you have to take some advice.
Yeah,
you have to take some instruction.
You're not gonna get there on a whim.
Nah, and you can't get there with this type of behavior. I never seen Denzel Washington act like this. I digress.
Yeah.
And the Gladiators, I ain't gonna lie.
No, you go.
Happen. And the Gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who these. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's.
See, that's where it started.
But I think it started from the beginning, because
It
Corey
started
trying
from
to,
the beginning.
yeah, Court, he on the show, he's trying to segue, he trying to talk about some shit, and then the nigga be like, "What you mean you like the color green?" Or I like rainbows. I don't like one color. Just like
Ra-
saying shit, like, bruh, like
Rage baiting
you,
101. That's
Yeah,
what that
yeah,
yeah,
is.
like
yeah. This is
it's
Rage
like,
Bait 101.
have you ever like talked to somebody, whether it's like a cousin, your girl, your mom, and they mad at you about something and you don't know, and you happy to see them, happy to talk to them, but they kind of like, I guess the word like tensed, and they kind of like real pointed with like what they saying to you and stuff like that.
They feeding you with a long spoon.
Yeah, and they not really being themselves, you know what I mean? Or like treating you or speaking to you in a way where they normally do.
They're giving you a general energy as opposed to a personal energy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's kind of like a reserve boule
Mm-hmm.
type of vibe coming from him.
Anton
He
gives
probably
me
look at Corey Holcomb like,
Anton gives me OJ vibes all day. Like when I look at Anton, I think about OJ. I think about I'm not black, I'm OJ.
yeah,
That's the first thing I think about when I look at Anton Daniels. Look ahead.
yeah. Nah, it's like he kind of like the bourgeoisie airness to him. You know what I mean? He probably look at Corey Holcomb as uh uh somebody at the bottom of the societal pole for being a comedian. You get what I'm saying? Like it's people that
This
look
is
down on other people just for their profession.
this
You
is
know what I mean? And
not
don't give them,
I think this
don't allow them to have humanity just because they're a garbage man. Or oh, you a comedian, man. You know what I mean?
I think this is
Like he's
Funny
doing
with
something
funny.
like designing rockets, you know what I mean? Like y'all not too far apart. It's just Corey Oakham is actually liked by people. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like people
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
with Corey
yeah,
Oakham.
yeah. He actually has the evidence to support his claim.
Yeah, he could fill up an auditorium with real people that's gonna dress up, you know what I mean, and make a whole
Get in
day
their
out of,
car. Yeah.
yeah,
Get something to eat. Go to the bar
yeah,
afterwards. Like
For
that's
for
commendable.
for the innocent viewer, this is the difference between someone completely ingratiated by their followers versus someone who might end up obtaining followers by default, right? Like,
Algorithms, man.
hmm.
Algorithms.
like you might be following Anton and don't know you following Anton type shit. You
Hey, bro, that
know,
algorithm do be doing that, bro.
yeah, you know you following Corey Holcomb.
Yeah,
Mm.
That's the
You
difference.
follow you went to follow it. But the thing is, like, say for instance, like boom, you open up your phone, you just gonna see some Anton shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just gonna see it. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't like that's a strategy.
That's it.
That's not like I like you, nigga. That's not
That's
like
like
I care about you.
big
That's
bro.
like I seen you.
That's like I paid for. That's like I made a video and we made a video and we made a cut and then we put $300 on advertising it. Right?
Right.
Like I'm gonna spend the bread so you see this regardless.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That promote button. That promote button make you
Yeah.
think you've been
That's what made me bring that up because you brought up the promote button. That nigga probably spent a couple grand so we see this shit every time we open up the algorithm.
or I mean you can get like we in our sophisticated series, bro.
Yes, we
Right?
are. Yes, we are.
Right? So what's sophisticated? I can get me a marketing team. I can get me
Yeah,
an editor.
yeah.
I can get me a place where all of the shit that I'm doing is really hands off. I'm just paying people.
Yeah, I could spend a decent amount of money and get my content put in front of people who wouldn't otherwise be searching for said content anyway, but they're gonna see it regardless because I paid for it. So now the next 1,000 people, 100,000 people that open up YouTube or open up Instagram, they're gonna see this first because I paid for it.
which is cool, but understand that that's the game you playing.
Mm-hmm.
And don't correlate it and compare it to somebody who be on the road every
Basically,
day.
that's not actual success, right?
Not in a way where it inflates your ego.
If you're cornering the field because you get to pay for the field and there's an opportunity to pay for said field, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have solidified yourself in that field. That just means that you know the parameters of that field and you're working around it as opposed to working through it.
And if I wanted to get in any game and I had money, I could buy my way into the game, and I can buy the illusion that I'm playing in the game. And another added caveat, if I'm showing up to said game to play it.
Is that something that a trust fund person can do? I'm just asking.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could do it if my dad died at a workplace job, and then I could like take that money and.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, we're not talking about regular shit. We're talking about millions of dollars. But go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
No.
I'm in Detroit. Not a nigga with his initials on his t-shirt. Like, not a nigga who put his name in capital letters stitched in his fucking dress shirt. Like, not that nigga. That nigga is not in the streets. I don't give a fuck what you tell me about the streets. I don't care how many times you showed me Detroit streets. That nigga is not in Detroit streets. The fuck? We work with a nigga holistically who is in Detroit streets. I might say is hood mystic, I might add. Right? Like, we work with a nigga in Detroit streets. Like, that nigga is not in Detroit streets. There's no way. There's no way. A nigga with
the way that he verbalizing it is saying like, all right, since I'm from Detroit, every day I wake up, I got fucking Peasy, Babyface Ray, you know what I'm saying, goddamn Baby Tron, and they fucking punching me in the mouth, and I gotta fucking beat their asses before I can even get to the motherfucking job space. Like, no. Detroit is a metropolis. Detroit is large, so it's
Detroit
not
is
all
like Atlanta and New York and Texas and California. Detroit is the same as those places.
It's just a city. It's a city. They say it's like 200,000 people, Ben, but in the metro, if you add like the whole metro and suburbs, man, it's a sprawling metropolis of at least 3 million people.
Up in the 5 to 10 million people area. Like, it can't. It can't.
This reminded me of it was an episode of the Bernie Mac show, and Ice Cube was a guest on the show. And and they was just kind of like talking. There was a little bit of banter, how to, they got money, you know what I mean? They don't have to literally be on the block, you know what I mean? But I remember they were playing, obviously it was on a TV show, but like they kind of got into it, and Bernie Mac was like, Cube, you gotta leave. And Cube's like, what? Man, I don't care about being up here. And he was like, I'm from Compton. And then Bernie Mac was like, there's grass in Compton. Basically, like, nigga, that don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it don't mean nothing. Now, I mean, if you say you came from like a prison in Russia, oh shit, that's kind of crazy, But yeah, man, it's crazy, motherfuckers in Massachusetts, in Nebraska. I'm sure it's a crazy motherfucker in South Dakota.
My nigga, we got 52 states. There's no way there's not niggas in all 52 states.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, you can't tell me there's not a crazy nigga in Hawaii. You think there's not a crazy nigga in Alaska? What? Like,
oh yeah,
bro,
I feel like a motherfucking Alaska.
Bro, they get 30 days and 30 nights out there, nigga. Like,
they cut different.
Imagine that, not seeing the sun for 30 days, nigga.
They cut from a different cloth right there.
Yeah, they are of a different cloth over there. Like, come on, bro. You think it don't? You think it don't take a crazy nigga to live in dust storms in South Dakota, nigga? Is you crazy? Like, come on, my family is out here. Like, this crazy niggas everywhere, bro.
But he hasn't let Corey Holcomb just talk. You know what I mean? Like if you want somebody's show,
So
He
insane.
won't. That's how you know it's by
I
Like-
didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer.
That's how you know it's by design. He won't let him just straight talk.
yeah, bro, like you on somebody's show. I wish somebody would go on Letterman or Jay Leno or something and act like this. You get what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
they'd be like, bro, what is you on? You gotta leave.
I really want to get to a space where we can reintroduce the idea of ingratiating yourself to people and that not being like perceived as sexual shit, right? Like there's a certain level of decorum and respect that comes with this spiritual ethics shit, right? Like there's a certain level that comes with that, and it comes with acknowledgement for people who are giving you opportunity and space to exist in a space and have an opportunity in places that you wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity for, right? Like there's a certain level of courtesy that comes with someone allowing you to enter into their space. And I think that is something that we need to reintroduce to the collective, because this is ridiculous, bro. You went on another man's show and totally tried to take over the show, but I'll digress there.
So insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to
You're
say
not
all
gonna
black people are
gaslight me.
stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you
white
got
people all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I
Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you
women
talking about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy of
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there, because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them, because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's the reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
So this is the point where the kettle is about to pop.
The kettle is past black. You ever get past black? Like kettle is past black.
It's about to disintegrate.
And it's calling black. That's the crazy part. Right? It's past black and calling black.
And this lady is just sitting there, just getting hit by the words.
That's what I was about to point out too. Do you see how she's looking at him?
She like, bruh, like she probably looking like, man, never again.
Yeah. That's how she's looking at him. She's looking at this nigga like, oh, you a trip.
My thing is, why did he say F the lady that got murdered?
Why?
Why did he say that?
Why
did you say that?
How would you? I mean, like, I can see if you don't really care, but you don't have to say that though.
Like, so you're just so like unabating to anyone other than yourself
What about death?
Go up
Like
and
death?
say, fuck a random person who just died.
For what?
For what, bro? You don't stand with black people, so it's not like you doing this for some black shit.
You said that you're not black. You're not a black man. You're a Christian.
You're not a black man. You're a Christian, right? So you're not doing this for some race shit.
And why you ain't on no Christian platforms?
Word.
Hey, no,
I never
that's
seen a nigga standing next to you speaking the word like.
I never seen this nigga with TD Jakes. I seen him with what's the one nigga though? Serpent.
Oh gosh.
What's the one nigga? Fleece Johnson.
Oh gosh. You talking
that nigga is the opposite of somebody that goes as a Christian.
The polygamous nigga.
No, Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior.
Fleece I was the Muslim boy who got like 5 concubines. But I digress on that point. Yeah, Fleece Johnson.
Yeah, Christian, but he interviewing Fleece Johnson.
What about Fleece Johnson, bro?
How you a Christian interviewing Fleece Johnson?
This
nigga is Antichrist.
Can't be more. He can't be more than Antichrist.
Oh, you talking about the dude that was portrayed on the Boondocks episode?
Exactly.
Oh man.
The booty warrior.
No, bro.
You talking about the booty warrior.
Hey, you know what they said?
I've never
saying in Corey Holcomb's chat. You might be trying to see what's up.
I tell you what, I've never seen another nigga make another nigga laugh the way he did.
Nah, that nigga had a meme of the most beautiful smile I ever seen in my life. Talking to Fleece Johnson.
You remember we was talking earlier about the twinkle in Corey's eye?
Mm-hmm.
My nigga, when you showed me that picture, that's a twinkle. That's a joyous expression right there. He talking to a nigga who take booty. I'm sorry, you on YouTube, right? Yo, this nigga is known as the booty warrior.
Mm-hmm. And he's a Christian.
Why would you interview? Look at this nigga face.
Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Hell no,
bro. Why would you interview a nigga named Fleece Johnson?
The booty warrior.
Booty warrior.
And at a point in the interview, you look like this.
And you are such a masculine man. You are alpha male.
And a Christian.
Alpha male.
And a Christian.
And a Christian.
And a Christian. This nigga did not interview Kirk Franklin.
Another nigga got you touching your cheeks while you smile. Please pause. Big pause. Touching your cheeks. Big pause.
Man, I feel like we're gonna have to start saying pause whenever we say Anton Daniel. Pause.
Listen. Anton is in the Diddy conversation right now. That's what we going with this.
He on that spectrum for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we going with this.
I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time.
No
like that's the environment that we live
in. Yo, what do you mean?
I don't have no boundaries. Hey,
I see why a nigga get to talk crazy about your daughter on live TV. I see why.
I don't have no boundaries.
Niggas was listening to what he was saying.
I see why a nigga can talk greasy about your child, an innocent child, on live TV and get away with it. I see why.
Because you don't have no boundaries. Listen to this man talk. And then he gonna play victim. How? You can't play victim after saying no shit like this. You said it. I got boundaries, but this nigga don't got boundaries. Listen to it.
I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all the time.
No.
This is nothing.
You did not hear what I said.
I said
they do that shit all the time. You see it in the chat, you see it in the comments, all of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just
Bro.
I like how Corey Holcomb is still trying to be a host on his show. Still engaging.
Bro, this
You
is
know what I'm saying?
this is before the mayhem. Right? Like I have a different perspective on this. Like with Hood, because I've watched the entirety of it, but the first time I watched it, I was looking for specific things. Watching it right now while we're doing this live, holy shit, bro. Corey tried so many times. Corey tried so many times to bring this nigga off the ledge, bro. This nigga wanted to live on the ledge.
And I think it's funny too, because like you're not about to offend a comedian.
You can't talk greasy to the people that look like you, all while trying to get subscribers from the niggas that look like you. Like you can't do both, nigga. Like you riding around spending all this bread and doing all this fly shit, bro, with all of these people's money. It's these people's viewership and attention.
The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real
bro, nah, you good. Nah, you can play it. This is insane. That you would do that from the same people that put bread in your pocket. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy work to me.
So this is the buildup. We still building this shit up to a point where it don't have to go the way that it went.
No,
right? That's what I'm trying to show you. A nigga's antagonizing a person that's trying to reel it in, but this nigga's like refusing to reel it in, and he finally goes like, "Fuck it, let's burn this bitch down."
Yeah, this is my show. I know what I can handle.
I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is, you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across.
That's where that's the last one right there.
Well, what is there to disagree on though? Like
that was the last warning, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last warning. Like you can't disrespect men to their face.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's telling you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But online is online. It's not, like somebody calling a bitch online
This
is
is
like
not necessary.
whatever.
But this serves as dual purpose, right? Breeze, because they're not only doing this online, they're also in person personally.
Yeah.
Right? So this is a dual stage right here. This is why I talked about the whole idea and understanding of ingratiating yourself to the fucking platform that you're coming to. Right? And a nigga giving you bulletin board warning signs on what not to do while you here, nigga. We went through this shit frame by frame. Like we on like the 15th frame right now. Like, bro, he done warned this nigga like 5 times already. I think this is the last warning. If I'm not mistaken. Right, Hood?
Close to it.
Yeah, let it rock.
I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is, you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong as two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful, and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me when you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that.
Yeah.
I don't even get what he mean by that. Like,
nah. He tried to make it seem like they the same people.
but he also is trying to like bend his words when he say you can't disrespect someone to their face.
He also contradicted himself and in the same space where he tried to make it paint the picture like they were the same people intellectually. He in the same space contradicts himself by saying, I disagree that you can't disrespect somebody face to face because you need to maintain the same energy. But if you're not disrespecting me from afar, why would you disrespect me up close? That's what this is all about. That's just framed right now and right here. Like, you didn't disrespect me from Anton Daniels' show, right? You didn't disrespect me from Twitter or TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. You didn't disrespect me from there. So you're going to come to my show after spending $500 and making a phone call and a plea to be on my show. You going to come to my show and disrespect me?
Real bad man work right there, man.
Real dot man work.
But I feel like Corey Holcomb is only doing what a parent would do for their child. It's just like
he only doing what he's supposed to do. Like, he protecting his shit.
Yeah, but it's like that's like a parent like telling the kid like, oh, they trying to bully you on the internet. Get off the internet. You know what I mean? Or now somebody on the playground is trying to take your shit, then you handle it in a certain way. You get what I'm saying? But
that's like your kid. That's like the same thing you just described, and then you turning the Wi-Fi off, and your kid getting mad at you for turning the Wi-Fi off. Look, I know you won't get offline and stop reading these fucked up comments, so I turn the Wi-Fi off. Like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous, but it's a masterpiece. I'm glad Hood broke this shit down. Like,
I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the street.
You good?
That's what that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man is in the streets with a woman, sitting next to a woman, and all like this, whatever, and this bitch ain't been explained, I'm like, hold on. What the fuck is this sucker shit? Especially if it's imposed in any way.
Warning.
That's what I'm saying, G. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because you ain't gonna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Warning
Wow.
number one.
If somebody introduces you, if somebody took the time
I don't know what
to
he's talking about.
if somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed on. I'm like, uh-oh.
There's people in the chat say, what is Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
So hold on. I think maybe I skipped one. Hold on. Let me see real quick. I will get back to this one.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton.
I want to finish this section out because they're talking about they're having a back and forth, and then it just escalates very, very quick. And the whole gist of it, the whole gist of it is the fact of Corey just trying to tell him about respect and not even trying to argue. Like, if I'm trying to tell you something and you argue with me, and I know what I'm talking about, it would frustrate you. But I'm gonna just play this one clip and then we go to the next one.
Shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me. When you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
That's not, no, you can't do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about, but listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online.
I would like to know. You said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful online. It ain't even.
And so I'm gonna just play this real quick because that's just a mind game. Because what he didn't say that you could be disrespectful. He was placing it as an analogy, but he just kind of like missed his words. So peep what Corey says.
Be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it.
So you can do it online is not saying you can do it online, like you should do it online. It's saying like he's saying that people can do it online, like it's accessible for them to do it online, not like they should do it online.
Mm-hmm.
So
and they can do it without any accountability.
Right.
Like you disrespect somebody in their face. I don't care if it's shit, it could be a kid.
Yes, you mentioned the accountability that shows that that's what he's pointing to.
Right. It's different accountabilities than what you said. Niggas done said some shit in a comment before that they probably wouldn't say in real life.
Yeah.
But
thing, like
because you're online.
Something that if the caseworkers at work got a hold of it, you might have to be having a different conversation type shit.
Yeah, but I think you can't just disrespect anybody and think they not gonna at least say something back. You know, like I remember driving and I cut this old white lady off. I knew I did it after I did it. She drove past me with her middle finger up. I'm like, damn. It was funny, but I'm just saying, like, you do something in somebody's face, they're going to react. You get what I'm saying?
You don't get to justify or marginalize another person's response to how it is you inflicted them. Like, you just don't.
Mm-hmm.
So in this video that I'm about to play, this is what he says after the video I'm going to play after this video. So this is out of order, but I'm doing it in a way so we can really digest what the fuck this nigga actually be doing in these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Down what it is saying, so I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. Now I might get it. I might know exactly what you're talking about, but I might act like I don't know what you're talking about because I want you to substantiate your argument.
So in this previous clip, which came under, he's putting them under the press about Mika, the girl that's in the audience. And he's giving him an analogy to explain what's actually going on between him and Mika, but he doesn't take this opportunity. He actually plays dumb. But
that's what
that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man,
that's also,
but he knows what he's talking about, though.
Yeah, and that's also the reason why Corey warned him on that part the last time Corey spoke. Go ahead.
Exactly, but this is all previous to them having an escalation. So when you see the clip of them escalating, and then everybody got a think piece about it.
You think both of these niggas is weird? Yeah.
And two things can be true at the same time.
Lady, that's what that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man is in the streets with a woman, sitting next to a woman, and all like this, whatever, and this bitch ain't been explained, I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is this sucker shit? Especially if it's imposed in any way. That's what I'm saying,
And Pose being he invited her on the show without talking to Corey.
G. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you ain't finna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if somebody
Wow.
introduced
That was
Wait, what she?
that
What?
was for Luca. That was for
Cause she know,
the
she know what's going on. What she
because
say?
she knows what's going on.
yeah, like he needs to keep up the front, like for Mika that he announced her before he brought her, right?
And this is an example of Darlene not being shit because she about to pile on.
introduces
Yeah.
you,
But you
if
know,
somebody
this
takes the
I
also
don't know what he's
remind me.
talking about.
if somebody
This
actually
also,
walks in and takes the time to introduce you to something, that's being imposed on. I'm like, uh-oh.
There's people in the
That's
chat
how
say,
I
what
see
is
it.
Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
That's why this is the Initiates podcast, but I digress.
it it remind me of like when at the boxing gym. You know what I mean? When a dude bring his girl to the gym and shit on the sparring day, and he just out of character. You know what I mean? He don't act like that. You know what I mean? On a regular day or something like that. But just because his girl there, he gonna do all kind of shit. And if he looks stupid, oh man, he leaving out. He ain't saying nothing to nobody
Nothing.
and just looking stupid. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I think that's like very is
Niggas glossed over
it's
this.
bad. You know what I mean? Like it's really like you don't want to do that. Like you don't want to have a platform. You don't want to have a certain type of audience with you on stuff like this
It
because
is not a
he gonna put on the front to a higher degree just because she's there and he's trying to impress her and he's trying to look like a certain way to her. You get what
Yep.
I'm saying? So he's not going to talk to Corey in the same way. Whereas if they just kicking it, you know what I mean, and just talking on a podcast, you know what I
Whatever
mean?
he
But
said to her, however, in whichever tone he speaks to her, that's how he's speaking to Corey. Because he has to maintain the lie.
yeah, yeah, bro. I feel like the people that I respect most is the people that act the same with everybody.
Facts. And that's the point that makes this disingenuous. Because he just finished saying that you got to keep the same energy.
Yep.
Well, the same energy, sir, means you being transparent with not only your constituents, but also with your associates. Is that not correct?
Mm-hmm.
And he's warning him to say, you got this bitch here and you want to keep it kind of on the low. Cause the shit is
But that's systematic too.
Hold on. Let me land this shit real quick. Cause I know what it is to be a dirtball nigga. I've been a dirtball nigga before. This is what he did. He told her you gonna be on Corey Holcomb. Knowing damn well she ain't gonna be on Corey Holcomb. Why? Because he wants the one-on-one link, right? Mm-hmm. And now when you get there, right, the shit ain't happening. She kind of crushed, and now she's looking at this shit as a Mandingo contest. Mm-hmm. the only thing is, to Jabri's point, he's sparring against fucking Mike Tyson today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're not about to hurt a comedian's feeling.
No.
He arose him and that girl up there if he really wanted to.
No.
And did.
No. But when I say
you never go joke for joke with the class clown, bro.
That's
even if you got some good jokes, you don't do it.
Why would you? You in his arena.
Yeah.
And this is key and point to the space of understanding that, you know, for you to reference being a spiritual person, right? You would understand that you were stepping outside of your domain and into someone else's domain, right? So which means, right, whatever that person that owns that particular domain decides is necessary for here, they're going to make it necessary for here, irregardless of how you feel about it or what you think about it. And his lacking in awareness ends up being his Achilles heel, his Legend of Troy, right? Because you saw
because both situations was a bitch in the middle of it, fucking it up for everybody.
Yeah, and you saw everything else but your most weakest part.
Because the bitch had you. The bitch had you blinded.
Which sounds like an egomaniac, right? You really drink your own Kool-Aid. You really believe that your success is because of you existing.
Because what's another level of this? Hey, Anton, can I come hang out with you in Detroit and just vibe with you for the weekend? Said nobody. So he got to set up these actual plays to be like, hey, I'm going to get you on 5150. But the shit fell through. So this nigga got crafty and super chatted a $500 super chat. So his goddamn evil mega mind master plan could work through. And the reality of it is that when the emperor has no clothes, he butt naked.
Butt naked, bro. Butt naked, bro. Like a nigga biologically could look at you and tell you that you're not about that life. I could look at you and tell you you're not about that life. But yet you still want to use all of these words to describe how you about that life. And it's just not adding up, bro. Math is math, nigga. The math ain't mathing with you.
Yeah. And saying stuff like keep that same energy. Only people I've heard say that is women. Just saying. I'm not about to tell a dude, keep that same energy, man.
Let me double down on this. Let me double down on that point.
I'm more of a results-driven guy. Corey seems to be the type of person that goes off of how he feels.
If you notice, I'm doing a lot of explaining to you about how the line can get crossed, but you're doing a lot of telling me what I am. I think that's homosexual behavior.
I said Corey seems to be, meaning that I'm leaving open the door to.
You didn't say
nigga. I'm not Bird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
The fuck is we talking
you can't
about?
say what you'll never do, but I'm saying.
never going to jail, bro.
But, okay.
I don't even have that in, dog. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to.
Now, this nigga said, I don't even like this type of energy. But then he goes on to say, Corey is a results or he's a results driven guy, and Corey is all about his feelings. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you don't even be around some certain type of energy. That's feelings, my boy.
But
like
that's I got one thing to say. I got
one
thing to say to what he said. Felice Johnson.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man.
What are you talking
about? I wish I had a bomb, bro.
Cold. There's a cold out here.
Like, I wish I had a bomb, bro. What the hell?
Because that's some of the worst energy in prisons. I haven't been there, but I would think that type of shit is probably the worst.
I have been there, and yes, that's a fact. The fuck? You did a whole interview with this nigga. You was curious.
You wanted to know about it, but you don't even. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to what this nigga says though, in reference to Felice Johnson. Like, here, babe.
I'm not a jailbird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
The fuck is we talking
you can't
about?
say what you'll never do, but I'm saying.
Never going to jail, bro.
But, okay.
I don't even have that in, dog. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to make a point.
This man don't even realize how bad he contradicting himself. And we going clip after clip after clip after clip. So it's not, you can't really examine this nigga surface level because he get you with the flim flam skim scam at the surface. It's only after a close examination to where you start to see cracks in the armor and you see that the emperor really have no clothes. I seen this motherfucking spectacle with Queen Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? She motherfucking carried a globe and set it on this vase and the lights went up.
Yeah.
That don't mean shit.
All spectacle. All spectacle.
That don't matter. She not better than me because she the Queen of England. The emperor has no clothes, man.
Under the code. There's a
No, you
code
don't.
out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said
You
that
say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes.
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this.
Hold the fuck. What? Listen, wait. That sounds so much different now.
That you move.
Hold
But
up.
I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want.
Hold up. Hold the fucking phone.
No, I didn't. You just said it was on 5, so do you know where it's at?
What the fuck do you mean, nigga? Nah, like, what the fuck do you mean, nigga?
I see it outside, but you can't grab it.
Listen, I got a different kind of respect for Corey right now, because everything in my bones is like, if I'm Corey Holcomb, I just want to knock this nigga out. Like, everything in my bones is like, I just want to hit this nigga. What the fuck you just said to me? You don't move like what?
Move.
Crazy.
But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want.
Listen.
I'm about to lose my mind.
You get up on Beyonce's internet and talk about what women's supposed to do and not supposed to do all day, every day. And it is not a good space. I will give the woman that. But this nigga just told the world that he can move better for Corey Holcomb than Corey Holcomb can for himself.
Move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to.
People are supposed to respect the way that you move. But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing.
The way that he's setting up a reason to disrespect this man, it literally, bro, it have to be studied. Like, dog. Yo.
Dog. Yeah, like in his mind, he's got plenty of substantiated reasoning as to why he should disrespect this man.
Yeah, because he's not moving the way that he think he should move.
Holy shit.
Because his chat is calling him gay. It's a lot of false things that's happening that's giving him a reason to strike. But I'm here because when I'm going through all of this, I'm like, man, this man's Anton needs some spiritual development. And niggas like Anton because, you know, I'm not
level, bro. He needs it on a deep level, bro. He needs shadow work.
He needs some shadow work, some chakra work. He needs intrinsic work of self-value, self-awareness, of
understanding, comprehension.
Because the man has great power. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
You do not hold on. You do not take the power that you have, Anton Daniels, and go on a platform and act a fucking fool. You don't do that. Your ancestors don't approve of you doing that because there's nothing wrong with you going on this platform and you exemplifying and elucidating all of your points intelligently. And if Corey Holcomb is the bully that you say he is, then you stand there stoically in your truth.
In your truth. And that shit will shine through.
And we'll walk away from this interview like, goddamn, this nigga Anton the real motherfucking deal. I'm about to vote for Trump tomorrow.
Facts. I'm a black Republican again.
I'm there. I'm on it.
Like,
but he didn't do that.
He didn't do that, bro. You further stoke the divide.
Because here's the truth.
Fuel to the fire. Go ahead, bro.
My bad. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah,
Nah,
he definitely scorched the earth and stayed there.
Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like.
This like a college athlete getting NIL money trying to debate against Magic Johnson about basketball. He should be grateful just to be on this platform, like y'all saying. Like he should be, you know what I mean, trying to plug himself, trying to.
I'm gonna bring it up again.
His Patreon, his platform shows, and what they're all about.
If your bottom line is money and success in what it is that you do, don't tell me that this is the best way for you to get the result that you deem successful for your business. You can't tell me that. This is completely counterintuitive, totally incongruent to the idea of building successful relationships for business purposes. Fuck, bro.
Corey left off saying, "You talking about everybody but yourself." What is his response to this? You might add.
Under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said
kids distracted me. Hold on one second. I be having my little segues in order. These niggas come in on some whole other shit. Like, what's up with the snacks, Dad? Like, bro.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all.
So Anton Daniels never talks about himself. And referencing my kids, when I put them in that corner where they say, well, it was his fault, it was her fault, it was my mama's fault, it was everybody's fault. And I say, talk about yourself. They can't do it. They cannot do it. So when Corey Holcomb definitely got kids and definitely doesn't argue with an unaccountable bitch a time or two. Because what unaccountable people do is project. And this is all shadow work, man. That's why this nigga needs. I'm going to change the title of this video to Anton Daniels needs shadow work. Because if you are projecting, when somebody says something about you, you got to be able to reflect and really think about it. And sometimes when you hear it, it's still going to be hard to believe when you reflect on it. But I promise you, if you keep thinking about it, you're going to understand that motherfucker was not wrong in what they said about you. You just didn't see that within yourself.
Yeah, it was just your ego that had to respond. And because you're an egomaniac and you're ego-led, right? Like your ego is going to have to respond even to the thing that is good for you.
Parts of yourself is blocked off from yourself. Think about how crazy that is.
Totally compartmentalized.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we could talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
ain't shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you.
Yeah, you damn sure.
To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk.
Yeah. Can we stop the tough talk? But you doing everything to encourage tough talk, right? Like you doing everything that's going to make a nigga talk tough to you. This is like gaslighting 101. This is a masterclass of a nigga to get you out of your shit, but don't know the whole time he out of his own shit. This is a masterclass, bro.
when I was clipping this video, this clip that I'm about to play, this was the part that I just kept replaying, and it just inspired me to do the whole video because y'all just got to hear it for yourself.
Yeah, I want to know the inspiration.
Stop talking,
Homie, you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all
That
good.
I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I'm telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth.
And
why did his voice raise there?
I'm a bro.
Because he a little bit scared.
I replay.
Why are you pointing at me? And why did your voice raise there?
He's starting to get scared.
And because he's talking so loud, it's hard to hear what he's saying. So I'm saying I had to replay it a lot of times, bro, because I knew he wasn't speaking gibberish, but he was saying something that was very, in a way where I'm gonna just say it. So like a person, Corey said, you disrespected me. Anton said, you said that I disrespected you. Now, the problem with that response is that if I told you, Serpent, bro, you disrespected me, I feel as though you would be like, bro, what you talking about? Like, let's get to the bottom of it because XYZ.
Yeah.
Right? That's the normal response. A narcissistic response is
you said,
or anytime you dealing with, I'm sorry, a woman, and you say, damn, I'm hurting, like you pissing me off or you disrespecting me. No, you saying that I'm disrespecting you. And if you feel like I disrespected you, then I disrespected you. But I didn't disrespect you.
What? See, that's a loop within a loop.
In the way Corey is looking, because he done dealt with some bitches too, this is the conundrum that a nigga is in. He don't realize that he is, because what you're looking for in this instant, what you need empathy. And what your soul is telling you is that this motherfucker is a narcissist. You need to get the fuck away from it. But your conscious mind cannot process it. But your emotions are speaking you to a way where you are now exhausted. You are now fed up. And this is Anton is being channeled by his maternal ancestor line.
Yeah.
With this diatribe.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna run through it again after I gave that breakdown, but I want y'all to like listen to what he is saying over his emotions.
Take it back to the beginning.
Stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough. You just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all good.
That I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologized when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you
and then tried to real subtly throw in the apology part.
Right.
I don't remember.
He getting scared, right?
I don't remember an apology in any of this back and forth. Am I losing it?
Nope.
Nah.
Where was there?
I didn't clip it, but he did apologize because I didn't want to show the fight because people have seen the fight, so I'm showing everything outside of the suck my dick part.
We doing the surroundings. We doing the context.
The context. What niggas forget about. That's why I'm just going to like level set with a lot of things through adding context, like I was saying earlier. People might not get it, but people will definitely benefit from it if they watching all of this online content and they only watching the clips.
Yeah, what we just witnessed was, if I can give a little bit of background and description, is he validated his stance while invalidating him at the same time. right?
But then he invalidated his stance though.
Yeah, like he validated Corey Holcomb's claim, but also invalidated the fact that his claim was valid at the same time.
Right. Which he could have just shut the fuck up if that's the case, or just say, you know,
I don't agree.
I don't apologize.
Or I don't agree. Right? Like you can simply say I don't agree. That's not how, or that's not how I see it.
But the reason why he had to apologize because he have to sit in a room and stand on the fact that he said Corey Holcomb sucked dick.
Mm-hmm.
So the apology is, oh, I didn't mean to say that. And so the disrespect is in that frame of you disrespected me. And he's saying I didn't disrespect you, but you refusing to learn and get to the bottom of why that's disrespectful. And everybody is talking about this whole conversation is how that isn't disrespect. And this is why it keeps getting escalated, because at a certain point, it's like that's highly disrespectful because you comparing a colloquialism to an insult.
Yeah, if you can't view this from an impartial lens to begin with, then every conclusion that you're going to derive from whatever it is that you witness is not going to come from an authentic place. It's going to come from a preferable conclusion based off of the intentionality of how you viewed it in the first place. Because if you view this impartially, there's no way you come from this saying, one, Anton Daniels won this exchange, and two, there's something wrong with Corey Holcomb. Like, there's no way you come from this exchange with that if you actually viewed this from an impartial lens.
Because this nigga said he had no boundaries.
Hence, when your daughter gets called down to the carpet,
That's
nigga,
crazy.
that falls under no boundary.
That's a boundary that you didn't even have. You
Yeah,
didn't come over here.
boundaries you said didn't exist. It didn't matter.
Because if I feel as though my children would be at risk for something that I say or do, guess what, guys?
Especially being an intelligent person who is aware of himself and all of his actions and how his actions affect others. Absolutely, I will be able to foresee that. You would think so, right? Being such the methodical businessman he is known to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would think he would be able to foresee that. Or maybe he views that as a necessary consequence, being that content creators view all publicity as what, Hood?
Publicity.
All publicity
Right.
being good publicity.
Yeah.
Right?
But this ain't the internet.
This ain't that.
It is, but it ain't.
Personally to a person's home. Set up shop and started acting like you was more important than the place you were visiting. Like, that's what you did.
That's crazy work.
On the furniture, bro.
That's crazy work, bro. I never seen work like this before, man. This is like the craziest work.
And a nigga that paid to come do it, right? Like he paid to do this.
All money ain't
good money, bro.
All money ain't good money, man.
That's when we get into selling souls and stuff, but that's another story for another day. Let's continue.
By it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point.
Hypocritical.
Homie, just go, man.
No, you hypocritical.
So,
A hypocrite calling another person a hypocrite. That fits.
Grand finale. And then, he leaves the show and not even taking no role outside of a humble role. He continues to go scorched earth.
It don't started at where he said, "You kissing Caucasian men ass." Is that gay? You telling another man that he kissing a white man's ass?
It's not gay, because if I told you that you kiss ass, you wouldn't think that it's gay, because it's a colloquialism. It's a colloquialism. It's a colloquialism.
Here's the difference. Masculine men, actually enjoy kissing their woman's ass, right? As a point of pleasure, nigga.
It's called tossing salad.
It's called tossing salad, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is we talking about here? That's not in comparison to dick and penis with another penis in the room, nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
It's crazy.
Can I take that as gay?
No,
nigga.
You can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump.
Hold on, man. What did you just say, Anton? What did you just say?
Let's do this. Let's do it.
You can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump.
Breeze, what you got to say to that?
What the fuck do that mean, man?
What do that mean, man?
Bro, can you replay it, please?
Can I replay? I'm asking myself, I just want to see this again. Because what the fuck does this mean?
What do you be on, man? Like, what is you on, bro?
You can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump.
Okay. I get it. That's in reference to going outside and then not going outside. I get it, but I don't kind of get it because this is a day later, right? Like this is
jumping off the porch is in reference to selling drugs.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The niggas that jump off the porch early, there's some niggas that early.
That means they're selling drugs.
That means they in the streets. Yeah.
There is no other metaphor colloquially for jumping off the porch.
Nothing else in reference to podcasting.
Nah, or fighting. You don't jump off the porch to fight.
No.
Or to be on the podcast.
You can fight on the porch.
My nigga just said 6 words for no reason.
No reason, bro. And thought
you can't say I'm jumping off the porch and don't jump.
That's a meme.
Yeah, because he had the silence behind it. He thought this was a clip. He thought this was a viral moment, right? Like a stamp or something, right? The fuck? Nigga.
You can't go to the end of the ledge and don't jump.
Wow. Word?
Nigga, you might as well have left Darlene in the middle of us because you got to do something now.
Hold on.
Yeah, he real tough on the internet, man.
Bro.
He the type of person that'll get punched in the face and just be sitting there like, why you do that for?
Not when your arms are too short to box God, nigga. Like, what the fuck is... This nigga look like Tyrannosaurus T-Rex.
Nigga, you might as well have left Darlene in the middle of us because you got to do something now.
He thought he was saying something.
We need that clip for a new intro for the initiates.
Bro,
man.
he thought he was saying something when he was saying something. Like he really thought he was saying something. Holy shit, bro. Narcissism is another level. That shit gotta be studied, bro. We gotta do a narcissism school class, something. Like, nigga. Ego maniacs.
You got to do something now. I'm not impressed. The nigga was shaking like Muhammad Ali at the Olympics, nigga. They were shaking. He was shaking. His hand was like this the whole time.
Why you had to say shaking like Muhammad Ali? Wow. No, just I'm stopping.
I mean, it is pointing, bro, because he does use all his references to black people when they're negative.
Yeah. You talking about one of the greatest demonstrations of a masculine man that walked in his truth and beat people ass
He would never
and
tell.
was respected by people that hated him.
Let's put it this way. He would never tell the government he's not going to sign up because he's a Muslim. He would never do that.
Hell no.
All right, man. This is our last little tidbit for. I mean, we didn't deep dived it, so it would only be right.
Warrior?
I wanted to.
Booty Warrior?
Nah, not Booty Warrior. I'm not touching
okay,
that.
okay,
Like
okay.
I don't even like dealing with that energy.
Like we gotta tell the people though. Like they gotta look up Anton Daniels and Booty Warrior.
Yeah, look up. What's his name? Fleece Johnson,
Fleece
Anti Daniels. Mm-hmm.
You'll see what we talking about.
So, I want to play this video, just kind of outlining the fact that he ruined his relationship with Mika over this too. Nobody's really talking about it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna explain why as we listen to it. You gotta see, you can't listen to the surface of it and you can't watch the clips. You gotta kind of get into this shit. That's what we provided for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna set it up. This the last clip, so hold on. Share the screen. Oh, I didn't even have it pulled up. That's why I can hear it, but it's good to refresh it and restart it. So yeah, this is all this shit, and he ruined, a long time good friend from what I observed. You know what I'm saying? And just because that narcissism can't maintain and sustain nothing, and really, like I said, the scenario is this. I'm gonna lay out the scenario. He told her she gonna be on the show. She get there, he was lying. So she feeling like, damn, this nigga just brought me out here to spend time with me, knowing I got a husband, knowing I ain't trying to really fuck with him like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, kind of crashed out in the midst of all of this. So imagine if you experiencing all of this.
I thought Mika was single.
Nah, she's married, bro.
Okay.
You can't really zoom in this video, but if you watch the full version of this, she got when have a bitch ever had a ring on her left finger, left hand? So I mean, I don't know what that means.
There's only one meaning to that.
Yeah, so I digress.
On the plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 50.
All the details. Let's check it out.
I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right.
You hear?
I was excited about going on the 5150 show.
Mm-hmm.
Last Tuesday, I got on the plane to go from DC to LA.
Wait, this is
I got to the
the woman
5150
that had the
studios
yellow
at about 8
vest
p.m.
on?
Pacific time.
No, this is the girl that
I
he
met
had with
Roy
him.
Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand.
Okay.
Then about, I want to say 5 minutes.
This is the girl that was there in the background that Corey Holcomb was like, calling her a bitch and all this type of shit. And
This is a loose reference to her.
Okay.
He gave her the impression that he was bringing her on the Corey the 5150 show, but when they got there, it was something different because Corey was never told.
Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right. I was excited about going on the 5150 show. Last Tuesday, I got on the plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand.
Pause, big bro.
Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool. Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay, cool. And that's where I sat for the entire duration of the show. Now, the show starts, and as you know, what happened, because it went viral. All right, so if you guys want to see all of that, you can go watch it. It's everywhere. All right. But with all that being said, as that's going on, when it becomes abundantly clear that it's time to go, myself and security go ahead and start to leave.
Can y'all ever notice the point of this video where she does not mention Anton Daniels not one time?
Not yet at all.
As if he wasn't even there.
Like he didn't matter. He was inconsequential to the whole situation.
Peep this shit, bro. This is cold-blooded.
That's crazy.
When I get to the door, as I'm going out, I hear Corey Holcomb say, yeah, leave with your security and your bitch. And I'm not going to lie, I was shocked. Because it's very unfortunate that I would be called the B word. Because I had such a positive outlook and a positive take on 5150 and Corey Holcomb. Last year here in DC, I literally went to a Corey Holcomb show. So when I found out I was going on 5150, I was like, oh, this is exciting because I just went to see a show. And now I'm having this experience. So it was very unfortunate. Not only that, I hear explain the bitch and this bitch on my show. I don't know who she is. Alluding to the fact that I'm just here and it's somebody's side chick. And I'm nobody's side chick. So
I'm not Anton Williams side chick. I'm nobody's side chick. It's crazy. I'm nobody's side chick. Who the fuck is nobody?
Who the fuck is nobody? She ain't say his name yet, bro.
Who the fuck is nobody, y'all? How was you nobody's side chick?
Who is the nobody we talking about? She ain't say his name yet.
But you gotta
And if you
use
ever
context
wonder,
clues though. You know how you showed up. You know how that shit looked.
Word,
And that's that.
but to the innocent viewer, right? They like, what's she talking about?
And Daniels probably didn't say, "Oh, this my friend," because obviously what we talking about, she wasn't supposed to be there.
That's a fact.
He thought he was just gonna finesse it.
That's a fact. He thought that his bread was enough for him to carte blanche, right? Like he could just do whatever he want, type shit. His plus one was infinite.
I'm gonna say that surface level observation to it, and it might be true. I think the deeper play, the reason why she mad is that when you a nigga, it's like, all right, we going to the Lil Baby concert, right? And I got a girl that's really into Lil Baby. So what I'm gonna tell her is I got backstage passes to go see Lil Baby. I don't got backstage passes.
Mm-hmm.
The whole way to the concert, when you a dirtball nigga, you gonna be going to the concert. You gonna walk all the way to the back. You gonna print some shit offline that say backstage pass. You gonna hand it to the bouncer. The bouncer gonna say, "Get the fuck out of here," and you gonna get mad like, "Nigga, what you mean? Get out of here, bro! I paid money for this. I paid money for this. Man, this shit crazy. They ain't letting us backstage, bro. I paid all this money, man. I'm gonna call my cousin, bro. Like this shit crazy. Like, but that whole thing that you just did was all act. Problem, the thing of it, the problem with narcissistic men, the problem with men that use money for female attention is that it always end like this.
Yeah, there is no other resolution to the conflict. other than for the truth to come to the light.
Exactly.
There's only but so much
Tricking and dicking a nigga can do.
yeah, there's only but so much compartmentalization one can do before that shit seeps out on the other side, and you just don't know it until it's already out, and it's like, all right, well now you got to answer for it. And most niggas, when they get to that point, most people when they get to that point, they can't answer for it because they didn't think that far. Narcissist is not going to think that far. Their whole ideal is the concept of it not even getting to that point when one is thinking that far. So yeah, like there's going to be a lot of backtracking and a lot of how do you say damage control, right? Because now you're all of your relationships that you had previously will now be redefined, unbeknownst to you too, right? Because you used to set the parameters before because you the boss, you made the money, right? But now niggas is looking at you like I could do without this money type shit. If this is I'm getting it, right?
Exactly.
Like if this becomes a matter of me having a conversation and debate with a person online, and the next thing I know is there's a grown ass man cursing out my daughter on live TV, right? With pictures of her and shit, right? Like if I know that is the possibility and that is part of the so-called retribution that might come through if I decide to embark on this journey, like then I might have to second guess how I embark on said journey, right? One
No,
would
not well.
would only hope though.
No. So I'll give you an example with my kids, right?
Okay.
They'll escalate it up into the point that I'm whipping their ass.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that moment where they reflect like, damn, I should have never did this shit, man. This shit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly they turn into a victim. Damn, dad, why you whoop my ass?
Mm-hmm.
Why you attacking me? Why you hurting me? I ain't
Why
do
is
nothing.
life so hard for me?
Why are you so mean? Why are you so this? Why are you so that? Mind you, you gave Corey Holcomb gave him 78. We had clips on top of clips on top of clips, and most of these clips was Corey Holcomb saying, "Man, come on, man, calm the fuck down."
We've detailed in Secession the opportunities that were presented in order for both parties to come to a reasonable conclusion, right? However, one party was reluctant because of an ulterior motive that in which we just fully described, right? Like this wasn't a bunch of people that just wanted to get online and pile on like everybody else and talk about this conversation. This is fully detailed and contextualized to the point which you understand how A, B, and C fell in order in succession, right? Like we showed how many times Corey was inviting, encouraging, and making attempts to be uplifting, dare I say, to the point that he was acquiescing himself to a level that probably made him feel uncomfortable, right? Like he tried to ingratiate himself to a person that was supposed to ingratiate themselves by coming onto his broadcast. Like Anton was supposed to ingratiate himself by coming onto that broadcast. He initially paid to come on this fucking broadcast. So why would you want to come up here just to cause all of this shit that ultimately ends up in now you having to have a conversation with your daughter? Like those two fields don't even fucking connect for me. on no
for a $500 super chat.
Like on no logical levels, bro. Like you did a thing that now made you have a conversation with your daughter? What? What? What are we talking about here?
And you ruined your relationship with somebody that was protecting you. Because what people when narcissists form relationships, what they generally have is people that protect them.
A bunch of confidants. They have
a bunch of people. Because in turn, he's using them as narcissistic supply, and they're getting fucking money for it.
1,000.
But what she realized is, look at the spec. Imagine, I want y'all for 10 seconds, bro, to imagine you experiencing all of this. You're in LA surrounded by gang members, from what I could understand it to be. Out of Corey Holcomb's own mouth. And this nigga is popping the wildest shit you've ever. I would have been, if that was your daughter, bro. You would be scared for her, bro. I mean, I just imagine her to be scared and thinking like, this nigga could have got me killed. Is probably what she's telling niggas in her inner circle. This nigga put me in the most vulnerable position just to be around me. Now for this, I'm never going to be around this nigga. I'm not even going to mention this nigga's name no more.
Let's give it the simplest perspective that we know to be the most detrimental as a whole, right? Something you did that you deem to have no limitations on and no boundaries on led right back to your home base. Like something you did led right back to home base, bro. Before Corey Holcomb, his daughter is oblivious, and the internet world is oblivious to his daughter, and rightfully so, right?
Facts.
Now, after Corey Holcomb, we gotta have uncomfortable conversations
about somebody that went too far to a nigga
that went too far. That's supposed to be my fucking protector, my provisionary protector, right? Supposed to be so good at doing that, right? The fuck are we talking about here?
Crazy.
You get to show
it was very unfortunate and very hurtful.
And all of that shit is cool, bro. This is where the money doesn't matter. What happens when the money doesn't matter? For all of these niggas. But specifically this nigga. What happens when the money doesn't matter?
Yo, bitches put a PSA out to the whole world that pussy is up for grabs.
That shit is up for grabs, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? You just written her, nigga. The fuck?
That's the thing that they gonna do as soon as they stop fucking with you. That shit go right on the auction block, nigga.
Come on, bro.
Niggas start opening the doors. Open up the hood.
Yeah. And all your secrets amount to pillow talk, nigga.
Oh, this motherfucker's still in good condition, man. How much you want for this piece of pussy?
Oh, looking ass. The fuck?
Hell no.
Nah, nigga. That shit ain't worth
that. I can tell you. That was my feelings from the experience. But with all that being said, I can say this. I still don't have anything negative to put out about Corey Holcomb or the 5150 show.
What about Anton?
Stop it there.
I tried a ton of AI.
Yeah. There's a reason why there was a cut in the advertisement in between that. Yep. That wasn't your eyes or your ears. You heard it right. What does she say directly after that?
On what could have been, don't have from the experience. But with all that being said, I can say this. I still don't have anything negative to put out about Corey Holcomb or the 5150 show. I went for a positive experience. I had a positive outlook on what could have been, but it didn't happen. And again, it's unfortunate that all that transpired afterwards. And I was caught in the crossfire between two grown people that were arguing back and forth with each other. So my outlook is this.
How long is this video?
I don't have any negative views
I need
on
to
Corey.
acknowledge that. How long
And like I
has
said, it's unfortunate.
it been that she's been talking? How long? I need to acknowledge that. How long is this video? And how long has she been talking and she still hasn't mentioned Anton Daniels?
It started at 2 minutes, so about 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
So about basically the topic and okay.
But I forgive Corey. I truly do.
It's getting bad, bro.
And for
But that was my experience.
So she gives her side of the whole ordeal. And
Yeah, that was pretty much
anybody
it.
that doesn't think that that's systematic, to anybody that doesn't think that that's a psychological decision she made beforehand,
Bro, you gotta be shitting me, bro.
you gotta be fucking shitting me.
This
You
bitch
gotta
was
be fucking-
this bitch was surgical with the shit. She didn't even say words that begin with A.
Nothing.
She ain't say no A words, no D words, bitch.
Nope. So he in his plight, he's not going to be able to point to her as a beacon, as a reason as to why this shit happened and unfolded. No, this shit is still all on his shoulders. All on his shoulders. And I asked you that question last night, and I understand why you answered it the way that you answered it, which was I asked my brother last night, I said, how far is too far? Right? And your response was how that man brought himself into the situation, told you everything about everything. And yeah, like we talk about reciprocating energies all the time, right? But we never really talk about how those things impact people and impact those decisions that people make as far as the reciprocation of said energy. And so the way I look at it is like Anton had an agenda coming in, and unfortunately his agenda did not make up for unforeseen consequences. And in the light of that, now you're going to see a person that is going to have to go back to the drawing board and assess exactly what it is that they're doing, because now all of this shit is under a microscope, bro. Like when somebody get pictures of your kids, bro, it's over. It's over for you on so many different levels, bro.
Nah, I mean, pictures of your kids is kind of like a double entendre, man, in this predicament, because it's not just pictures of your kids. Because I mean, Instagram, how many pictures of Northwest is on IG? Millions of pictures of Northwest, and nobody bats an eye. You know why? Because she's culturally appropriated as an attractive young lady. And I'm not saying what a person is or what a person ain't. I'm saying the narrative that's put out.
Also goes everywhere with security. So like that's totally different, bro.
I mean, I'm not comparing her to North. I'm in that sense. I'm saying that, and I just use North as an example. But I'm saying pick any kid online that we see.
Mm-hmm.
It's millions and thousands and all types of kids online.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is he called his daughter ugly.
Yeah. And
that's what people don't fully want to
acknowledge.
They don't want to acknowledge that part of it, in a sense of that's what comedy is.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up a joke, right? What is comedy? Comedy is how we laugh at truthful situations.
Satire. It's the same thing like a person painting a painting. It's art imitating life.
So if I have a joke about fat motherfuckers, that don't make him not fat because I said some funny ass shit about him.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Niggas say your mama's so fat she had to. When she went around the house, she had or some shit. You know, niggas talk about your mama all fucking day. How your mama fat as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And if your mom was a skinny dime piece, it wouldn't even be nothing you would get mad at. Like, what is this nigga even talking about? But if your mama was overweight and niggas called your mama fat, that's where the outrage come from. And so I'm saying all of this to say this is Corey Holcomb. He a comedian.
Yeah, he been doing his whole career.
He gonna say the joke, man. As brutal as it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what niggas don't understand about comedy. Them niggas, them comedians, boy.
But this is why we also alluded to the fact that, like I kept bringing up in the beginning, the reason why you ingratiate yourself to a place that you have no true recognition of, right? Like you can see comedy on TV, but you don't understand comedy until you up close and personal with it, right? Like you can see it and it's funny. You can like and share and subscribe, do all that fly shit. But until you up close and personal with some true comedy, some shit that hit home, yeah, now we're having a different conversation, right? Like you said, your mother.
The shit that make it funny is it's true.
Yeah, your mother is overweight and she actually overweight. You know.
That shit funny. When a nigga talk about your mama being fat and she fat, it don't make her not fat, and it don't make me being mad about it. This is what comedy is. Comedy is pointing out a truth.
And contrary to popular opinion, like that's the shit that made us tough as young niggas growing up, because that's how we played with each other.
I mean, you've been in school and you called a motherfucker in school ugly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's where motherfuckers get called ugly at.
Yep. Stink, ugly, stupid. Like, yep.
Mainly ugly in school. Oh, you ugly. Get your ugly ass up out of here. Oh, you know you ugly in school because everybody is fucking in school but you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody passing love notes. This bitch come in Valentine's Day with 7 roses. You ain't got no roses. You know where you at in the fucking pecking order.
You know you ugly in school when you at the table at lunch by yourself. When during recess time, when nobody seek you out, yeah.
And I would never call nobody. I would never call nobody's kid ugly, but I'm saying kids call other kids ugly because kids. I mean. Am I fucking hallucinating when I say that shit? Is that because I know motherfuckers be like, oh my God, what are you talking about? The kids. I believe the children are our future. But I remember kids talking shit in school.
Kids are completely unforgiving. Anybody who is a parent has had to deal with an unruly kid or somebody disrespecting your kid at school. And yeah, everybody has had to deal with that. That is a human nature thing. You are 1,000% right. Kids are unforgiving. They talk shit about the retarded kids. Like, we all know those kids. Like, the class clown comes from that, right? Doesn't the class clown come from that?
I mean, we could get into like so many different larger conversations of that's why all these bitches think that they tens and things of that nature. But I'm not going deep dive it because it's just so stupid. Because at the end of the day, like this goes back to Patrice O'Neal and all of the comics that had to really suffer because they telling jokes and motherfuckers getting mad. That's just so.
We can go all.
Remember Dave Chappelle talking about the motherfucking TS motherfuckers and everybody just so mad. Like, how could you joke about trans people? Because that shit funny.
Yeah. Yeah. We could go all the way back to Baba Dick Gregory having to perform at the Playboy Mansion. They run around with all them kids in there. But I digress. We could
down rabbit holes.
Yeah, we could go to Sammy Davis Jr. Like they turned Sammy into, Sammy was a Mason and part of the Boule and all of that stuff. But Sammy wasn't hurting nothing, but Sammy followed orders enough to the point where he had a certain level of power that he derived from that shit. Yeah, there was a lot of them. Sidney Poitier. Right? A lot of those Jones that we were taught to revere had questionable, dare I say, lineages. And a lot of it was based off this level of satire that we're describing, right? A lot of this goes with the minstrelsy.
Meaning that this shit is all government. But it's January 1st, and here we are talking about comedians. Fucking again, they got us again, y'all. They got us a motherfucking again.
It went from Cat Williams to Dave Chappelle and
God damn it.
Yeah.
Goddamn government, Trump.
Yep. They got the play on us. They got the drama on us.
The funny thing, when you in school and the kids is talking shit and you get mad, everybody laugh like, you mad.
Mm-hmm.
You mad,
Mm-hmm.
And then you crash out and now you in trouble because niggas crack jokes on you and you got mad.
Mm-hmm. You fall for it every time. Especially if you're an emotional nigga. You fall for it every time.
Yeah. Then you had the kids that's not even class clowns cracking on you because they could.
Yeah. You got the weirdos laughing at you. Like
it'd be an energy. It'd be like a title. Oh, force field. Everybody just got the most amazing jokes about your ass. Shit hitting the floor like niggas know your medical reports. That's why you got kidney
niggas know everything. Like, wait a second, bro. Niggas been passing notes for weeks on you, my nigga.
Like that's what a joke is. Man, a joke is a truth. A truth that you just be like, oh.
I didn't know niggas knew this
about shirt.
Yeah, like I didn't know niggas knew this about me type shit.
Exactly. It's like that's what a joke is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
they be going hard, man.
There's your awareness and then there's the actual awareness, right? We all would love to believe that we're aware of everything, but we all know that the reality of that is quite nil to none. So when you get to a point where somebody pointing some shit out to you that you know exists, but you just haven't acknowledged it, you're mad at the fact that somebody else pointing that shit out to you before you pointed it out to yourself type shit.
And the crazy part about the shit, when you find yourself falling down a fucking mountain, motherfuckers gonna be like, man, that's what he get. Because
Instead of helping, niggas is writing your obituary.
Like, yeah, finally, this nigga getting his.
This nigga bit the big one. The fuck?
Yeah, man, I feel good, man. Y'all help me out with this, man. But I got everybody around me. They about to jump me and shit. They want to be productive.
For a minute. We was on here for a minute. Yeah. Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. We just wanted to do a deep dive into that. That was truly authentic, obviously.
Hopefully, I was able to kind of pick up what we was putting down. Make sure you like the video, share the video to those who might want to be elucidated on this topic a little bit more. Join the Discord, join them. Discord, and peace to the tribe.
Peace to the tribe.
Thank y'all.
Peace.
It's the Initiates. We back. We are the #1 spiritual podcast on the internet. Align your chakras, gain some knowledge, make more dollars. You are now tuned into Scholars. Join the Discord. Be a part of the conversation. The Initiates Podcast and the Initiates Nation. Roll up your favorite pack and your best libation. Take some notes or go deep into meditation. The time we share is soul creations.
Enjoy the show.